What's up? What's up? What's up, world? It's your boy Ahmad with Movement Up, where we build, we help, and we impact for the glory of God and for the good of those that we serve, man. I announced yesterday that I have a new book coming soon. It's not out yet, but it's coming soon. It's called Under Construction: Building the Life That You Were Created to Live. I just want to briefly share just a few takeaways from that experience that I think would benefit you and be a blessing to you. If you're a person that's trying to accomplish some goals, if you're a person that's trying to build some positive things into your life, if you're a person that's trying to grow in your faith, in your finances, in your family, in your fitness, in your future, whatever you're trying to grow in, if you're trying to lock in and do better in some of those areas, this little video is going to benefit you. I want to share a couple of things that I learned along the way in terms of writing the first two drafts of this book before submitting it to the editors as they're working on it to try to fine tune some things before kicking it back to me for the proofread. Two things that I learned in order for me to even get to this stage in the process of writing this book where I had something to submit to the editors. I had to be intentional and I had to be consistent. I had to be intentional and consistent, man. When you talk about that word intentional, basically, honestly, that's just saying like ain't nothing that you want to achieve is going to happen by accident. If you have goals of improving your faith, it's not going to happen by accident. If you want to have a better relationship with your family, it's not going to happen by accident. If you want to have better fitness, it's not going to happen by accident. We're not, I know they got them social media videos where, the guy trips and then he falls into bed with the covers on top of him, or the girl trips and she falls onto the table with a fork in her hand and some cake that she shouldn't be eating on a spoon. That, it make it funny, make it seem like you can accidentally fall into some stuff, you might could fall into some bad stuff accidentally, but you can't fall into greatness accidentally. You have to be intentional about that. If you're going to improve the things in your life that you say that you are committed to improving, it's going to take being intentional. And the way that manifested in my life and in my journey, in particular as it relates to writing this book and getting to this stage where I was able to submit a rendition of that to the editors, was that I had to schedule time to write. So every Sunday, I would plan out my week based upon my job at Methodist Children's Home, the things I was doing for Movement Up, as well as any things that I needed to do for my local church body. Obviously, overall, the responsibilities I have as a husband and a father and things of that nature. And so I would Sunday sit down and write that schedule. And in that schedule, I would set aside days where I saw pockets of time that I could do some writing and get that done, whether it was 30 minutes here, 25 minutes here, whatever. I just, throughout the week, I would set it up. And if the week was so busy where I could only get one time of writing in, I made sure to get that in. That's not to say that interruptions didn't come. That's not to say that maybe my wife called and needed help with something while I was at the time I was planning on writing. I put that down and I went to help out wifey, went to go pick up the kids early, get them to an appointment, or something happened at work where I needed to be there. I made adjustments. The audible got called and I made adjustments, but then I was intentional about coming back and making sure that I got that right then. You know what I'm saying? And so, if you're going to see success, if you're going to see progress, you have to be intentional. And you be in prayer with God, man, about what that needs to look like for you. Same way that I was in prayer about what that needed to look like for me. And so, I hope this little nugget was a blessing to you. Check back again, and I'll have the second point that I wanted to talk about would get me at this stage or to this point in the process of writing a book was being consistent. Today's lesson, be intentional, because greatness does not happen by accident, man. God bless you. Thank you for your time, and I'll be back with the other point, man, on tomorrow. Peace.